I didn't expect the conversation to end our relationship. I truly didn't. In my mind, it was just honesty. The kind of honesty people say relationships need to survive. I told my fiancé I needed to experience more before settling down. I thought we would talk, maybe argue, maybe take space. What I didn't expect was coming home the next day to changed locks. Before I continue, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy real-life relationship stories like this. These stories are shared honestly, and your support helps the channel grow. My name is Lauren, I'm 34 years old, and until that week I was engaged and planning a wedding. Or at least I thought I was. I met my fiancé Adam 6 years ago. He was stable, thoughtful, and serious about the future from the very beginning. He knew what he wanted: marriage, a home, routine, and security. I admired that about him. At the time, I wanted those things too, or at least I thought I did. We moved in together after 2 years. Life was comfortable, predictable, safe. We worked, cooked dinner, watched shows, and talked about one day. When he proposed, everyone said it made sense, and it did on paper. But somewhere along the way, I started feeling restless. It wasn't about another person. It wasn't about being unhappy with Adam. It was about me. I felt like I had rushed into adulthood without fully knowing myself. I had gone from school to work to a serious relationship without ever pausing. The closer the wedding got, the louder that feeling became. I didn't sleep well. I questioned myself constantly. I wondered if marriage meant closing a door I wasn't ready to close yet. I tried to ignore it, but pretending only made it worse. One night, I finally said something. We were sitting on the couch doing nothing special. I remember staring at the wall, feeling my heart race. "I need to talk to you," I said. Adam looked at me, concerned but calm. "Okay." I took a breath and said the words I had rehearsed 100 times. "I feel like I need to experience more before settling down." The room went very quiet. He didn't interrupt, he didn't raise his voice, he just looked at me. "What does that mean?" he asked. I tried to explain carefully. I told him I felt like I had skipped a chapter of my life, that I wanted to understand who I was outside of a long-term relationship, that I wasn't asking to break up, I was asking for honesty and time. I said, I don't want to wake up at 40 wondering who I could have been. Adam nodded slowly. He didn't argue, he didn't beg, he didn't even look angry. He just said, "I need to think." That night he slept on the couch. In the morning he left early for work. He kissed me on the forehead before leaving like everything was normal. I thought we were processing. The next day I came home from work and noticed something immediately. My key didn't work. I tried again thinking I was tired, still nothing. Then I saw my suitcase by the door, my clothes folded neatly on top, my toiletries packed in a small bag. I knocked. Adam opened the door. The locks had been changed. "I can't do this," he said calmly. "If you're not sure about me, I can't wait around." I felt dizzy. "You didn't even talk to me," I said. "I did," he replied, "last night." I tried to argue. I said I wasn't asking to leave. I said I just needed space. I said relationships are supposed to handle difficult conversations. Adam looked at me and said something I'll never forget. "Marriage isn't a place to figure out if you want other lives. It's a commitment to the one you choose." I cried. I begged him to slow down. I asked for time to explain better. He shook his head. "I won't be someone, maybe," he said. And that was it. I stayed with a friend that night. I barely slept. My phone stayed silent, no messages, no calls. The shock hit in waves, first disbelief, then anger, then grief. How could he do that so fast? How could he end everything over one conversation? But as days passed, the anger softened into something harder to face. Clarity. Adam didn't react out of cruelty. He reacted out of self-respect. I wanted space to explore uncertainty. He wanted certainty to build a future. Neither of us was wrong, but we were no longer aligned. Friends were divided. Some said he overreacted. Others said I shouldn't have said what I said if I wasn't ready for consequences. The truth was uncomfortable. I wanted the security of engagement and the freedom of being unattached. He refused to live in that contradiction. Weeks passed. I moved my things out. We exchanged a few practical messages, no long emotional conversations, no closure talk. I wanted one, he didn't. That hurt more than the breakup itself. But slowly, I began to understand something important. Honesty doesn't guarantee comfort, it guarantees truth. And truth often demands decisions. I started therapy, not because I regretted being honest, but because I needed to understand myself better, why commitment scared me, why I waited until engagement to speak up, why I expected patience when I wasn't offering certainty. I also had to face another truth. Adam didn't abandon me. He protected himself. He believed love meant choosing fully, not hesitating at the door. I still don't know what my future looks like. I'm dating myself, as people like to say, traveling, trying new things, learning what I like when no one else's plans are involved. Some days I miss him deeply. Other days I feel relief. What I've learned is this: needing to experience more doesn't make you selfish, but asking someone else to pause their life while you decide does. Adam chose a life where he was fully wanted. I chose a path where I had to face myself alone. Both choices came with loss. If you're watching this and you're afraid to speak your truth, know this: silence has consequences too, but so does honesty. Sometimes the door doesn't close slowly. Sometimes the locks are changed overnight. And sometimes that painful ending is the clearest sign that you weren't meant to settle, at least not yet. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe to the channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and let others know they're not alone in these moments of doubt and growth. Some conversations don't just change relationships, they change who you become.